Hello, guys, and welcome to another episode of The Letter. Last time, finally escaped the manor, met up with our friends to see Zach's movie in a movie festival. New relationship up, by the way. Basically, by accident, they also got shown the letter. And by they, I'm referring to Zachary, Rebecca, and Ashton. We've already met Rebecca, but we met Zachary, a really large man who seems like a pretty good dude. Who seems to like to believe his friends, and yeah, just a bro. And you have Ashton, who is very pretty individual. He's also a real detective. He's also sort of cringy. Those are my that's how I think that's the best way to describe him. Pretty real detective, which is badass, but he's also cringy, a cringy meme lord. So yeah, wide variety of characters. But now that we have all of the main cast, probably some action is going to start. So I feel like one way or another we're going to be visiting the well, actually this day is like, or this story like spans through multiple days, so I guess it doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna be trapped in the house or the manor. I mean, we'll just roll with it, dude. I don't know. I don't really know what to say. Besides, instead of choosing a priest, we chose a professor who's also a psychologist who also studies periods of history. I think an ethnographer or something. So that might have done something. But yeah, we finished the movie, and now we will see what happens after that. So exciting stuff. Night is falling by the time we exit the movie house. Despite the late hour, the streets are still bustling full of people. Those about to head home, those set to meet someone, and even those simply wandering about. Walking in this sea of unfamiliar souls strikes me how easy it is for one to get lost in a city as nondescript as Luxembourg. I was afraid too, at one point, back when I was new and had just set foot in this place. Now with familiar faces walking with me, it feels a little like home. Zach and Ash bid us goodbye shortly before Becca and I crossed the other side of the street. The former claiming he's got a few freelance jobs to take care of before the day ends, and Ash? Who knows, he never tells. Detective stuff, dude. Or he's recording a new rap song. Sometimes he'll just randomly appear at your doorstep looking for a place to crash. He does that to Zach a lot, much to the latter's frustration. But he's a busy guy too, in spite of the laid-back air he gives off.
Thanks for today, everyone!
Oh, that kind of startled me. I thought they were already gone, to be honest.
No problem, Zach. I'm sorry for what happened earlier.
Hey, good movie. I mean, maybe, since we were talking after the halfway point. At least Isabella watched it. Or not Isabella, Rebecca. Oh, so I told you no, you can't just spook me and then ask for my help.
Huh?
Uh-oh. It's like we're starting off with some spooky whispers. Oh. I don't see, please. The sensation. Cold, sickening, drowning, my chest tightening, breathing becoming labored. Hey, I just want to say, we got you 7 people when you only asked for 5 people to spread the letter, so we should be freed of the curse. This is unfair. I can taste blood in my mouth, the edges of my vision blurs. Oh shit, it's actually getting serious. In the distance, amongst the countless nameless people going about their lives, a voice reaches out to me. Bleeding, even as I clench my eyes tight and clasp my hands over my ears. Whispering and whispering and whispering, calling out. Oh. Okay, it says you said please, but I also didn't hear the please. But, you know, now that you said please, I'll consider it.
No,
Oh,
not me.
for some reason that scared me. Somebody.
Isabella? Earth to Isabella?
Becca, save me. At her voice, the whole world suddenly snaps into place. The murmur's gone. Still the creepy music, though. When I open my eyes, Becca raises an eyebrow at me in question.
Weren't you listening? Are you coming with me? Oh, yeah. Just... okay. Sorry, I spaced out.
You always do that.
I follow her without complaining, but not before sneaking a glance to the far end of the street, where the voice came from, where another set of eyes might be staring at me. Nothing. There are only Zach and Ash watching over us as we head back to where Becca parked her car. If I'm expecting to see something or someone there, I try not to let it show, try not to think of the tiny pinpricks of fear crawling at the pit of my stomach.
See you guys some other time.
Thanks, Zach.
See ya!
Ashton. Another glance with a final wave, we go off our own ways. I don't know what I saw, I don't know what I heard, I don't want to know. And if this is what would help me sleep tonight, what would give me back that normalcy in my life, then so be it. New day! We survived. Oh, it's not a great start. The darkness closes around me, grasping, pulling, engulfing me. The ground caves in, and without warning, I'm falling. Hey. Oh, this is our first time seeing our room. Hey, your room's a mess. I know my room's not amazing, but at least I clean up the garbage, dude. So I kind of like the setup though, like low-key. Whenever I move out and live by my own, you know, I expect to get a small apartment because I don't really care in general. So even if I did have money. Dude, look at this mini fridge with a TV on top. I actually love that. I actually love that so much. Except for the fact that I probably wouldn't even want a TV. I don't watch TV, but it's nice. It's a nice aesthetic besides only cup noodles. Got a picture, group picture. What is this picture? It looks kind of derpy. But, you know, the friend shot, the Isabella hug. This thingy. It's a nice room. No. I was disrespectful at first, but now that I see the aesthetic. Also, that chair needs to go, dude. But, that's it. Also, never mind. My eyes snap open. For an instant, it doesn't immediately register where I am. Both my back and shoulders ache after I'd fallen asleep all hunched up the night before. Drenched in sweat, the nest of pillows I often keep around me feels more suffocating than comforting. I let my eyes adjust to the bright morning light streaming through my window and allow my breathing to slow down before untangling myself from the pile. I haven't had a single dream since coming to Luxembourg, or at least none that I can recall having. It's a shame because they used to be so vivid. Oh, you're telling me. I absolutely love when I have dreams. I talked to you about this before, sometime during Higurashi, but I love having dreams because I hate sleep. I only sleep around 5 to 6 hours. You know, I have that mentality where it's like, yeah, well, I could be sleeping, or I could be watching a movie or something. You know, it just feels like a waste. But when you have a nice dream, even though you half remember it when you wake up, you're like, well, at least it was kind of productive. Productive as in entertain. You know, I like to absorb entertainment. So if I have a dream that's entertaining, feels like it wasn't a waste. That's all I'm saying. It's a shame because they used to be so vivid. Not the crazy vivid, but the more pleasant kind I'll tell my siblings about. Maybe it's just the stress of living alone? The knowledge that I'll always wake up in an empty apartment, with no one to tell stories to.
What time is it?
Habit forces me to look over at the clock, even when the soreness weighing heavily on my shoulders and compulsion. Okay, I'm tripping. Habit forces me to look over at the clock, even with the soreness weighing heavily on my shoulders, and the compulsion to never leave my bed for the day. That sounded better. In a heartbeat, I'm up. Oh, look, another picture of Isabella. Rebecca. There's details.
Oh man, of all the times to oversleep. Towel? Towel? Where's my towel?
Admittedly, it's a weekend, as an unspoken rule that entitles me to an extra hours of sleep. But if Rose didn't kill me yesterday, she'll sure as hell will now. And right after what happened. Oh lord, one box of donuts as a peace offering won't be enough the second time around. Grabbing my towel, I'm already a few short steps away from the bathroom when a muffled ringing breaks out of my bag. There's moments of indecision at first, my mind conflicted whether I should just ignore or answer it. But what if it's Rose? Or worse, our boss? Ah, sheesh. In the end, the rational part of my brain wins out. The letter from yesterday peeks out when I pulled the device to get rid of that letter. Just the sight of it is enough to put me in a foul mood, and it takes every force of will for me to ignore it in favor of answering the call. The caller ID reads, Mama.
Huh?
It's around 4:45 p.m. in the Philippines right now.
That's an unusual time for them to call.
You think it's your mama? It's the ghost mama, Kyoko. Usually it's around noontime here, and I'm the one calling, not the other way around. Better for them to use that money or something else than an international call. Regardless, in the most cheerful tone I can gather.
Hello?
Hello? Grace? How are you?
It is your real mama.
Mama! I'm doing okay. How are you guys over there?
We're good, we're good. EJ won a storytelling contest at school the
EJ.
other week. Brought home a medal. I thought you should know.
Ace DJ, Storyteller of the Year. There's a tired lilt in her voice as she speaks. It's been here since Papa had to leave his job. I wish there's something I can do for her. But from miles away like this, the least I'm able to do is not make her worry. If only my older brother would actually lend her a hand, but Lord knows that'll ever happen. Odds are, Kuya Jordan's already out drinking right now. Oh, Kuya? That how you spell Kuya? 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 I always said it Kuya. That's just cousin or elder cousin. Like that's how you address. It's Kuya. Oh, okay. It's both genders. Yeah. There you go. Even I'm learning stuff. I literally do not know how to speak any Filipino. Just some like very basic words like that. But I've never spelled it. Kuya. Again. I can't count on my older sister either, knowing she has a family of her own, and, well, Ate Ant's financial situation. Oh, Ate. Okay, there you go. Hey, the knowledge, dude, it's helping. So, Ate. Wait. No, Kuya is male. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kuya is male, and Ate is female cousin. There you go. Ate Ant's financial situation isn't exactly great right now, having ran herself knee-deep in debt.
Great! That's great! Tell him congratulations from me. And let him know I'm gonna send him a little something extra this Christmas. How about Nico? Karen? Michael? I hope they're okay?
Big family. Dude, I feel you, dude. My Filipino side of my family is huge. Just cousins alone. It's probably like... Oh, actually, I don't know. I was trying to say in the 20s, but maybe that's wrong.
They're doing well. They wanted to talk to you.
It's to the
about
point where
policy with
I don't know all their names. That's how bad it is. But not bad, but how large it is.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't want to bother them. Just tell them to keep doing their best for me. I'll just call back when I know they're not busy. And Papa? How's Papa doing?
Though I don't use Papa and Mama. I don't know if that's a normal Filipino thing. It's a subject I'm a bit hesitant to broach. From the way Mom's voice hitches, she doesn't want to bring it up either.
Papa. Grace, he's having a little difficulty right now. Weak appetite, he's having trouble swallowing, and lost a few pounds. But the doctor said we should keep encouraging him. It just means his body's accepting his new treatment well. The money you sent last time helped a lot to pay for it, by the way.
Oh, I see. That's good.
I won't deny that life has gotten tougher for our family. It used to be easy when Papa was in good shape. But ever since he was diagnosed with a sickness 5 years ago, he had been unable to provide for us. Now the burden of feeding 8 mouths and settling Papa's bills all rests on my shoulders. Oh, it seems like you have some older people in your family. Hopefully they could feed themselves. Although Mama makes a little, accepting sewing and laundry jobs in her neighborhood, it's stressful enough to cover the costs of day-to-day living, let alone the bloating hospital bills. We can't even accept any help from our own government because health insurance there barely covers anything.
I'm sure he'll get better soon.
I can imagine.
Is he well enough to talk? Do you think I'll be able to speak to him, Ma?
And trust anything these guys say about Filipino stuff because they're literally a Filipino company, so yeah. Silence. There's such a thing that the call got cut until...
Listen, Grace. Maybe it's better if we transfer Papa to a different hospital. Somewhere cheaper?
What? Why? Did something happen? Is it the deposit issue again? Give me the hospital's number. I'll talk to them.
This does actually kind of explain why we're so poor, living off ramen, because most of our bills are going for our father. Which is pretty sweet. Sweet for Grace. Or, well, not sweet for her, as in good, like, she's basically just a sweetie.
No, it's nothing bad. The service here is good. Too good. Even the doctors. But I'm worried you're working yourself to the ground because of it.
Mama, we've been through this before. I want the best for Papa. And don't worry about the bills or the medicine, or me for that matter. I can handle myself. Everything's going well here. In fact...
Hopefully, we go up. Yes, we can. That we're about to close a large sale. If not, then I'll find another way. She doesn't need to know that. Sorry, Mama, you taught me not to lie, yet look at what I'm doing.
I'll have money to send over soon to cover the rest of Papa's treatment. And there's more than enough for Karen, Nico, Michael, and EJ's school tuition, too.
Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it. We all do. But I just wish you'd come home to us soon.
Alright. Kalain Kaawi? Sorry, like I said, I don't know. I don't actually know a lot of Filipino at all. Just the bare bones. I don't know what that means. When are you coming home? EJ, the youngest, used to be the only person asking me that. How do you respond to a question you don't have a definite answer to? 5 years later, and I still can't give them a straight one. I smile, though Mama can't see it. I fight to keep my lips from quivering, my voice from shaking. She's got enough on her plate as it is. No need to weigh her down with unnecessary concerns.
Promise me you'll be there to welcome me when I do, okay?
Of course. I'm sorry, Grace. I need to take this for a while.
There's a small commotion. On the other end, the sound of gates opening, the voice of a child, EJ, talking excitedly about his day at school, the tapping of feet on the floorboards as he runs. It's been years since I went home, but I can still picture the whole scene in my mind. How tall is he now? Are the neighborhood kids bullying him now that I'm not around? Did Mama rearrange the furniture in the living room again? What are they having for dinner today? I like this OST, by the way. I miss them. I miss them so much.
It's okay, Ma. I need to go too. I've got work today. I'll call again soon, alright?
On a Saturday? Oh, never mind. Take care of yourself, dear.
I love you. Bye.
Bye bye. Journal update. Rotate that. 22nd. Oh, that's what the derpy picture looks like. That's her family. Sorry for calling them derpy. Isabella received an unexpected call from her family back in the Philippines. An emotional moment, her mother informed her of her father's deteriorating condition despite treatments. Nonetheless, the young woman assured her and continued to work hard to support them all. There you go. Basic pictures. See how it only looks. Wait, actually, no, it's not. It's not. This person has a freaking afro, and I was thinking, look at this person's face. Anyways, it ends with a soft click, leaving half-truths and empty promises hanging in the air. Closing my eyes, for a moment, I take a deep breath and shake away the thoughts beginning to swim inside my mind. It's pointless to mull over these things right now.
Okay, Isabella. Time to get that mansion sold.
It was a good segment. It gives a lot of character development, and you can understand her motivation to get that mansion money despite knowing it's haunted. Unfortunately, before I can take a single step away from the phone, it rings again. No doubt Mama forgot to say something.
Mama? Did you forget anything?
It's Rose.
Excuse you? I'm too young to be your mom. Are you still sleeping? Hold on, never mind that. Get yourself in the office. Hurry!
Office? What about the open house? Oh no. Is it Sir John? Did he hear about yesterday? Am I in trouble?
Dawn, mercy.
Oh god, oh god, oh god! I'm gonna get yelled at, aren't I? What do I do? I'll buy you an extra box of donuts if...
No, it's nothing like that. Will you calm down? Get yourself here, alright? I'll tell you everything then.
There's a telltale din. There's a telltale din of several feet shuffling against a wooden floor and an indistinct yelling in the background before Rose cuts the connection. What the heck's a telltale din? I've never heard that expression in my life. Let's take a quick Google break. Telltale din. Well, when I type that in, nothing telltale. We know what a telltale is, right? Define, not the game. Revealing, indicating, betraying something. Yeah, whatever. It's indicating. What's a din? Din, a loud, continued noise, especially a welter of distorted sounds trying to hear each other over the din in the bar. Okay, so it's just a loud, continuous noise. So there's a distinct, continuous noise of several feet. Okay, new words, hype, always good. That isn't in any way comforting. But it's enough reason for me to hastily discard my phone and finish my shower in record time. Office. Get a little Yang mobile self shout out. Little robot guy. I made it to dude, they have green exit signs. All our exit signs are red in Canada. They're like white with red. Actually, maybe not. I thought that was like a rule, but that might actually not be a rule. I made it to our office within 20 minutes of leaving my apartment, completely disheveled and out of breath. A feat if I take into account my usual travel time. Routine clamor common to Bria Realty Corporation Luxembourg's office greets me as soon as my foot crosses the threshold. Papers rustling, telephones ringing at sporadic intervals, agents yelling at varying volumes, staff moving about, and...
Where the hell is C? Where are my employees?
Sir John, my boy, please have mercy.
What the actual fuck, guys? Of all the times to disappear without notice.
Watch your profanity. My boss's words turn muffled as someone else closes the door to his office, likely the work of our HR manager. You think Sir John is actually knighted? That'd be funny. A knighted man, which is a CEO of a real estate business. I wonder, I mean, I actually don't know what... I know knights is just a title, but I guess you can do anything if you're a knight. So maybe that's not so far off. There probably are CEO knights. Throughout the past weeks, he's been in a bad mood over a few employees who have failed to report to work. Maybe they're still trying to get a hold of them, but to no avail. The result is half of their workload have been shifted to all available staff, so as not to lose clients. Not that I mind the extra work. If anything, it means I'll have more to send to my family back home. Although rumors of a branch closure circulating because of this is indeed a bit worrisome. My bag barely touches the top of my table when Rose pulls me aside.
Here, I need you to help me with these papers.
Good, Rose? It seems like even though they read the letter, it's only us that experienced creepy stuff, so... I mean, it's bad for us, but good for them, I guess.
If you could also get these signed and photocopied before lunch today, that would be great.
One after another, she thrusts a bunch of paperwork in my hands without explanation. A page flutters away from the top pile, and I lean down to pick it up, my eyes scanning the top page as I straightened. A purchase and sale agreement. Rose simply gestures her thumb in the direction of our visitor lounge when I tilt my head in question. There, seated on the sofa and looking completely out of place in the humbly decorated room, is the same couple from the day before. So yes, Hannah and Luke Wright, I believe, are buying that manor. Surprise, surprise. The Wrights. Something bubbles in my throat. Their presence in the office can only mean one thing.
They're buying it? We got a deal?
She swats my hand, tugging her sleeve. Although, oh dude, I literally thought they were reading that she gave us a high five, and now she literally just swatted her hand away. Oh man. Although her eyes are alight with something akin to joy. She wants the sale to happen as much as I do, and that's how it. And now that is here. Now that it's here, the deal needs to be closed yet. Documents need to be signed still, but the elation is there, along with a forbidding feeling I can't quite pinpoint. I mean, the fact that we're selling them a haunted mansion.
I had to do a little damage control, but they're already interested in acquiring the property, even before they attended the open house. I mean, isn't it obvious? They already hired an interior designer.
True.
I've never seen a buyer as aggressive as Madam Wright. She didn't even try to negotiate a lower rate.
Look at that smile.
One at a time, Rose. I can't process everything you're saying at once. What do you mean?
They're paying 15% higher than the listing price, as long as we get the paperwork done as soon as possible.
Hey, that's a pretty good deal.
I think if we allow it, they'll be paying up front too.
Seems kind of sketchy, but Anna did say it's for a birthday gift. And she does, and they are extremely rich, so it's actually kind of, I can kind of understand. I'm wondering if there's any ulterior motives, besides Luke wanting to make a vineyard. I guess we don't really know the characters enough, so we'll see. We're still in the early game, I think.
Even with that urban legend?
Rose nods.
Oh, I was so sure we lost the sale after yesterday.
Don't look so surprised. We still have to conduct some last few checks before we completely hand it over to them.
Oh no, I don't want to go back.
Please. I'll happily do the paperwork duty, Rose. I'll even go to the land registry myself and make sure the property changes hands with every single legal blessing.
Don't they have better things to spend money on? I'd handle it down to the lowest possible price if I were in their place, especially with the stories attached to it. Yeah, I mean, usually if something's haunted, you usually actually get a cheaper price from my understanding. Or if something tragic happened, like a murder or something. But we're rolling in cash today. Looks like our dad's gonna live. Smiley face. Not that my opinion matters one bit here. We're just agents who are going to receive the hefty commission. After all, nothing more. Rose gives me a pat on the shoulder, signaling that she's heading back to them. An unspoken instruction for me to follow after I'm done. It doesn't take me long to finish what she left me. In fact, having our boss sign the agreement is the easiest since it adds to put him in a better mood to the entire office's relief. Ma'am Hannah calls me over the moment she notices my presence at the lounge door. Anna! Hello, hello. It's been a while. Wait, what? Oh, it's just a story update. Okay. Dude, our choices are still mattering, huh? Oh, I guess it depends if we, like, made her angrier or something. Or maybe if we could have made her like her more. I don't know. She welcomes me with a bright smile, her movements more open than that one would typically express from a passing client to have.
Oh, Isabel! How are you feeling? You looked awfully dreadful yesterday.
Isabella, I'm fine now, man.
Still,
I appreciate your concern.
still doesn't know my name. Classic. I really don't understand why they can't get my name right. It's a fairly common name. It shouldn't really be too hard to remember. I do think Isabel is probably a more common name. I can kind of see the mix up, you know. Isabella, Isabel. Maybe she's, I don't know. Just giving her some excuses. Regardless, I hand them their copy of the agreement.
Wonderful. Your team works unbelievably fast.
Ma'am Hannah skims through each of them with a scrutinizing eye, checking every page for any inconsistencies and errors. Despite the unassuming impression she gives off, she appears fully aware of what to look for and the process contracts like these undergoes. It is surprising, to be quite honest. I haven't pegged her for someone who is well versed in these things, yet here she is. Well, I mean, if you're rich, you have. I feel, well, maybe that's not true, but I feel like you would have a bit more financial sense than just the average person, because you know you have to manage your funds, all the investing stuff too. She shows some of it to her husband, and he responds with the same passive interest, as if he's more happy to leave everything to her. I can't tell if it's purely because he believes she's capable enough, he doesn't care about what they're buying, or he simply finds the paperwork tedious. Hello, Luke. Apparently satisfied with what she's seen, Ma'am Hannah claps her hands together before extending it to us for a shake. Rose and I release the breath we've been holding, both of us more than happy to return the gesture.
That settles it then?
Are you really sure about this property, ma'am?
Isabella, calm down.
We could easily find you a bigger one among our current listings. Something with a modern touch?
Something not haunted, perhaps? Rose shoots me a warning glance that clearly says, don't make a scene, we're almost there.
Of course, why wouldn't I be? The house is absolutely perfect, isn't it, darling?
A helipad would still be a nice addition.
A helipad would be a nice addition. Dude, why is he sulking? Just build one.
Yes, well, we'll get there eventually, love. As I was saying, if your partner had the documents yesterday, we would have bought it right there immediately. Shame she didn't have it.
Well, there's still a few necessary documents we need you to sign after, but we'll let you know once we have those finalized. We'll be handling the process for the rest, so don't worry about it, ma'am.
Within a week, I hope. We still have a housewarming party to plan after all. You know how much thought should be put into those things.
There are servants for that, darling.
Love, wouldn't it be better if we handle it ourselves? A personal touch of sorts.
I do love his sass. It brings me joy.
It is our housewarming party and our new home. No more than a week, ma'am. Barring unexpected delay, of course. You can leave it to us. Excellent. Well then, I'll leave you two to it. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, and before we forget...
She discreetly folds something into both of her hands and winks a finger raised to her lips, demanding our silence. Call that a tip?
I know both of you worked hard on getting us this beautiful mansion.
Look at those bills. Some 20s. I see a 10. It looks like 2 20s, a 10, 3 20s. Thank you, Hana. Looking charming in your portrait, as per usual.
Did I mention we reward our people generously?
But this is... Ma'am, I can't accept this.
Don't you worry, darling. It's a small thing coming from us.
Just accept it, Isabella. Bonus.
Consider this your bonus for a job well done.
See, me and Hana think alike. She smiles sweetly, like this is simply the most normal thing in the world to do.
Oh, before I forget, my lovely interior designer would appreciate it if you hand her a copy of the floor plans as soon as possible. She's dying to work on the house. You can do that, yes?
Certainly, ma'am.
Oops.
We'll have it processed as soon as possible.
I knew I could count on you, lovelies. I hope to see you two soon so we can get this closed.
Just like that, transaction over and done with. My mind's still reeling even after they've left. Other agents would kill to have clients like them. Part of me feels lucky about the fact, no lengthy negotiations, no sudden change of minds, just talking, just talk signatures, a few handshakes here and there, and we're done. The other part? A second ago, we sold a haunted property to 2 innocent clients. Definitely, would affect her psyche, but also cash money. What's more important to you? You decide. Sure, the commission's bid enough to continue funding Papa's treatment and hospitalization, bid enough to pay for all 4 of my younger siblings' schoolings. Hey, that seems like it's kind of worth. Heck, it'll keep me away from the instant noodle diet for months. I don't have to go back to the mansion as well. Once the deal has been closed, much to my sanity's relief, I'm seeing 0 downsides. But knowing that something's in there, and we gave it to a good couple despite that... Oh, Isabella, the things you do, you sell a house and get money, Papa won't be happy with that. Oh no. At least when I have good news to tell, next time I call home. At least I have good news to tell. The little lie I told Mama this morning isn't a lie anymore.
Well, they're something.
I like them.
So how does it feel?
How does what feel?
Your first big multi-million-pound sale, silly. I know you've been with us for years, but this has got to be memorable for you.
Oh. Doodle Luxembourg. Obviously, it's in England now that we've heard of. Did I even spell it? I know Luxembourg, but it's Luxembourg. Fake England. I mean, I guess I should have told since Mariana or Marianne was Scottish, but there you go. Whatever. We're in England. I didn't know that, but everyone did kind of sound English, so probably should have caught on that. I just thought we were somewhere in Europe or something, to be honest. Memorable is an understatement, Rose.
Come on, show some enthusiasm. They gave us a bonus too, aside from the commission and the other bonus boss promised.
Another bonus? Holy shit.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. Send it home, probably?
All of it?
Not everything, of course. Most of it. I'll leave some for my living expenses.
Listen here, Isabella. I'll teach you something I should have told you before we ended your training.
She leans an arm over my shoulder and leans closer to my ear as though she's about to share a big secret.
It's okay to celebrate from time to time.
True. Shots. Let's get some shots, Rose.
I don't get it.
Shots before we die from the ghost.
It's simple. Go out, do something for yourself. Throw a party and treat your friends to free food. Didn't you say the last one's some sort of tradition back at home for you? Hello, this is practically a done deal.
Isn't throwing a party a bit excessive?
I mean, I don't know how much money you're making, but your sounds kind of ridiculous. So, it sounds like it's in, I don't know, I could be wrong, but it does sound like it's almost in like the 100,000s. Because you have expensive hospital, though it is in the Philippines, so gotta balance that out. Enough to live by for a couple months, enough to pay for all 4 of your siblings' tuitions. Sounds like a reason to celebrate a party.
Your call. I won't say no to an invitation, by the way, in case you really are planning to throw one. A few drinks would be nice too, thank you very much.
Party with Rose? Been in the squad too?
I don't think my apartment's big enough for that.
You could always move? Bloody hell, you're working in real estate.
I think I'll pass. That's too much of an unnecessary expense for me.
Boo.
But I did promise Becca free lunch in case the sale goes well.
You go do that. Hold on a sec.
She quickly removes herself from me to answer the phone on her desk. I was trying to say invite Rose, but that's not. Her tone shifts from playful to professional in the span of a few seconds.
Today? Not a problem, ma'am. I could bring you a copy of the contract if...
Must be another client. Nothing surprising here. There. She's one of BRC's top agents no matter how modest she appears. A saleswoman through and through. I, on the other hand, have very little knack for it. Of course I learned. Eventually. I had to. But someone else will, without a doubt, do a better job. Once, though, in a drunken stupor, Rose told me a story about what could have been. Years ago, wide-eyed, young, and brimming with yet-to-be-fulfilled dreams and ambitions, she was a term or two away from her nursing degree. Oh. Out of courtesy, I never pressed on the matter further. But perhaps it's where the sense of fondness started. A small connection due to one similar experience in our respective lives, of goals we both let pass us by because of the circumstances we were in.
I'd be happy to discuss this over tea, ma'am. All right, I'll be there. Thank you.
New client?
Reassigned. Have you heard from Mark at all?
Not since the first visit to the mansion.
Oh, so you're saying those missing co-workers disappeared after visiting the mansion, huh? Seems a little bad, huh?
Why? No news from the HR yet?
If it is, I mean, I'm assuming they're talking about the haunted, oh shit, I forgot what it's called. The something, Gloomabird, whatever, spooky mansion.
None at all. Boss thinks he ran away.
I think Isabella would put the two and two together if since she knows it's haunted for a fact.
I doubt it, though. He's too much of a wimp for that. There must be another reason. Who knows? Anyway, I've got to meet this one. I'll see you later.
Okay, see ya, Rose. She throws a wave over her shoulder as she rushes out of the office. The lunchtime bell sounds shortly after, followed by the chatter of fellow agents also heading out for a much-needed lunch break. Ordinarily, there's no need for me to go out, but oversleeping didn't allow me the luxury of packing my own lunch today. If one considers taking an instant noodle cup from my pantry, packing your lunch. Time to make good on a promise I made to Becca, I suppose? Maybe invite Zach and Ash too? Hell yeah, more the merrier. You know, treat your friends. I still remember after it's a fun story time with Aiden. After we were in the casino, my cousin won a couple thousand. After that, he treated us to McDonald's. Like, I think there's 5 of us, and our McDonald's bill was like something ridiculous, like $80. And the first cashier was just like, "Who the fuck?" And not like that, but she was like, "This is like the biggest bill I've ever seen. Who orders this much at McDonald's?" We were balling out, dude. Anyways, if you make a lot of money, you can treat a couple friends to dinner or lunch. You know what? We'll go a bit. I was gonna close it, but yeah, we'll have some lunch. Actually, I am gonna end it here. It's just a good time, you know. Maybe I should be following these time skips a bit more. It's a good time to end, even though again, nothing spooky happening. Dude, honestly, I'm fine chilling. You know, we sold a house, we got the cash money going. Everything's good. Everything's dandy. It's just a good time. But thank you for watching as always. Next time, lunch with Beck and Zach. Sadly, Ash. No Ashton. I mean, it seems like the curse is kind of following us. You know, we're hearing stuff. We're having bad dreams. It's not a good sign, but hey, like I said, sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit. And the biscuit is a ton of money. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Next time we will continue with some more of the letter. Maybe get into some more spookier stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, actually for real, bye.